Previously on The Secret of Christopher Topher. Fire!
Don't let them use that seventh scroll. It'll destroy all of humankind.
Let go! Get off! The aura of death permeated the castle as Ujigan walked towards Aesop's throne. The lighting was dim, reflecting the somber mood. The Sétbætañ soldiers looked upon Ujigan in disbelief as he lay Kubeneg before him.
What's happened to my mightiest of warriors?
It was the humans. They have taken him like the creatine from us.
And what about the rest of our army?
The humans have killed many of our soldiers, and they're marching towards our land.
They are marching towards their deaths. Go, round up every beast, large and small, and prepare for war. But before we deal with the humans, we're going to pay someone a visit. And we're going to settle our differences with the scum once and for all.
Sétbætañ soldiers and civilians mourned the death of Kubeneg in a funeral fit for a king. Aesop stood on a rocky podium directly over the slain leader to give a speech to the masses. It was one of the most tragic days in Sétbætañ history.
Today we mourn the loss of a great warrior. But this day also represents the beginning of a new chapter of the Sétbætañ, where we no longer forgive or show compassion to our enemies. We have come to the hour where we crush our eternal enemy, the Luçimarks. They have stripped us of our technology, land, and resources, enslaved, slain, and tortured our people, but no more. With the power of the ancient scrolls, we shall turn the tables and inflict the pain, torture, and death upon them. Let's not allow Kubeneg, our greatest warrior in Sétbætañ history, to die in vain. This is the will of your lord Aesop. Let's once and for all destroy the Luçimarks and all of their offspring.
The crowd went wild. As Ujigan took the podium, the crowd began to stomp.
To the death!
Ujigan then led the soldiers into war. The Alliance had tracked the Sétbætañ's movement and noticed that they were headed towards Uriday by way of the Asus Forest. Thus, the Alliance decided to change course and go over the Ver Mountains to assist the Luçimarks. The Luçimarks are led by the merciless and arrogant Materialin. As Ujigan and his soldiers approached Materialin's castle, they were headed off by a mix of human and Luçimark troops. Despite the disadvantage in numbers, the Luçimarks held the higher ground as the castle sat on a hill overlooking the land. Not only were they on the defensive to guard Materialin's castle, but they also had to protect the rest of Uriday. Alex, Karen, and Flip sprayed gunfire on Selenon and flying dragons. Alex's confidence was soaring.
How you like that, Flip? Pay attention and don't get cocky.
More dragons attacked, and the Sétbætañ fired bundles of mallie dragons from cannons. One of the creatures landed near Alex and bit him just above the ankle. Venom quickly took effect. He was now paralyzed and needed immediate attention.
Alex needs top medical assistance, or we may end up paralyzed permanently. Karen, grab what you can. I'll carry Alex. We're headed home.
Alex was taken to a medical facility back on Earth. The doctors were very concerned as his situation looked dire. Back on Caynona, the Sétbætañ was able to overtake the Alliance and breach the castle walls. Materialin and several of his soldiers armed themselves. just in case the Sétbætañ managed to break into Materialin's lair. Unfortunately for them, Ujigan and his soldiers did break through, and Materialin and his Luçimark troops were met by the steel sword of the Sétbætañ.
Attack!
The Sétbætañ proceeded by slaughtering all of the Luçimarks, leaving Materialin cowering in front of his throne. As Ujigan put his blade at Materialin's throat, a voice halted the execution. It was Aesop's.
It's times like these that makes living worthwhile. To see my eternal enemy cower before me, the scum who cast his people as gods and my people as demons in the eyes and minds of the humans. To see the enemy who has deprived and killed our people utterly defeated.
Aesop then raised his sword and beheaded Materialin. He took the leader's severed head to the castle balcony and lifted it high for his soldiers to see. When they saw the head of the fallen Luçimark leader, they roared in triumph.
Now we shall finish the revenge of our people in of Kubeneg and crush the humans. We will make that planet burn.